Hello Internet, it is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 47. So it's been a while since I've talked about anything Dreamworks related on this channel. Last time I mentioned Dreamworks was part 32, which was 15 canceled episodes ago, and it was the last one I made for 2020. In that video, I talked about Boss Baby 2, the most anticipated sequel of the decade. And the bad guys both being pushed back from their original release dates. But for this video, we are going to talk about the bad guys again, but we are not going to be talking about Boss Baby 2 again. Yeah, that's right. Boss Baby 2 is keeping that September 2021 release date. So for all you Boss Baby stans out there, don't worry, your movie is safe for now. But what we are going to talk about is another sequel that really shouldn't exist, but will exist anyway because the first one made quite a bit of money, and that movie is Puss and Boots 2. A movie that came out in 2011, which means it is now 10 years old, which is just insanity. How did this happen? Like, all these movies from my childhood are now like 10 years old. Movies like Megamind, there's Megamind, Puss and Boots. Rise of the Guardians is about to be 10 years old too. I think Madagascar is over 15 years old. Like, god damn, what's happening? Anywho, yeah, I guess Universal will Comcast owns Universal and Dreamworks. I guess they're like, look, we want this Puss in Boots 2 to happen. We will make it happen, and it will come out September 23rd, 2022. A good 11 years after the first one, which just... why? Like, I know animated movies take a long time to make. I know when it comes to making sequels to animated movies, there's usually a long gap of time between the movies. I mean, it took 6 years to make a Frozen 2, 5 years to make a Croods 2, took, 11 years for Toy Story 3, 13 years for Finding Dory, and a good 14 years for The Incredibles 2. But the thing is, of all, Incredibles 2, Frozen 2, Finding Dory, Toy Story 3, difference is all those movies, their predecessors were all iconic. They stood the test of time. So it makes sense to make a sequel to those movies, even though it took a long time. But Puss in Boots, no one really talks about it, like, ever. I mean, even though it's a part of the Shrek series is one of the biggest animated franchises of all time, probably the most iconic of the 2000s. The first two Shrek movies were classics. We don't talk about the third movie, and the fourth movie was just passable. But then Puss in Boots came out right after that, and then it did fine financially. Like, from a financial standpoint, it makes sense to make a sequel, but not 11 years after the first. That makes no sense to me. Like, this should have came out a good 3-4 years after the first, not 11. That's just ridiculous. But the thing is, this Puss in Boots 2, it was supposed to come out a lot sooner, but the thing is, DreamWorks were going through a lot of problems financially and corporate-wise, with a lot of people being laid off. It was a bad time. But that was before they were bought up by Comcast. So, so obviously it had to be put on the back burner. But I guess now they're like, all right, now we're doing this. Puss in Boots 2, let's get it. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's the name of it now. Alright, so... I mean, I really don't care all that much about Puss in Boots 2. Part of me wishes they would just scrap Puss in Boots 2 and just give us another Shrek movie. Even though apparently it's being made by Illumination, I heard, which scares me. But at least we can all make memes about it. We can all laugh at it. But yeah, Puss in Boots 2, just... why? I don't understand. Alright, now the bad guys. It was supposed to come out this September, didn't happen, and then it was kind of in the ether for a bit with no release date, but now it has a release date. April 15th, 2022. Which I believe is the weekend after The Sonic movie too. Yeah, Sonic movie 2. That comes out April 8th. Last I checked. So, yeah, bad guys against Sonic 2, it doesn't stand a chance. Let's be real here. I mean, the Sonic movie was the only movie I saw last year, so by default, it was my movie of the year, and I am very excited to see the sequel. But yeah, the bad guys, I have no real interest in it. I have no real, drive to see it. But I will see Sonic movie 2. That is a guarantee. The bad guys, I can skip. But I know some of you are probably excited about it. So for those of you who are excited, well, now you have a release date. You have something to look forward to in April. That's not called Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So yeah. But that's it. I know it's a short video, but what can I do? There's like the news has kind of come to a standstill when it comes to movies being shuffled around all over the place. And I really don't know when the next canceled episode will happen. I do know if it does happen, Venom 2 has to be mentioned. It just has to. Like, let's look at this schedule. April looking fine, May looking fine, June looking fine. Okay, here we go. Venom 2, that's moving. You cannot tell me it's going to stay there. There's no way Sony and Universal are going to let Fast Furious 9 and Venom 2 collide with one another. That's just not smart. They share too much of the same audience. it's it's straight up cannibalism. It's box office cannibalism. So yeah, expect Venom 2 to move. Definitely, no doubt about that. I don't know about Top Gun Maverick. They're sticking to their guns on that. Paramount has a lot of faith in it. I don't know about Shang-Chi. That could stay, maybe. I don't know about the rest of these. I think Tomorrow War. I think that's still Amazon, but they haven't 100% confirmed it. August. August is looking solid. September looking solid. October looking solid. November, December. I think we'll be fine for the rest of the year, but don't take those words with a grain of salt, please, because I know I'll probably be wrong. So, yeah, I definitely expect Venom 2 to be a future canceled episode. That's guaranteed to happen. But, yeah, other than that, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got a playlist on the homepage full of all previous canceled episodes. All 47 of them as of the making of this video, including this video. So you want to check out all those videos, go right ahead. That way you can, update yourself on what's going on with these movies. There's also box office predictions where I go over the box office I predict the weekend results for movies. I will very soon begin my early summer 2021 prediction videos with Black Widow. I'm going to do all the blockbusters, or at least all the movies I think will be blockbusters first. And then I'll do all the non-blockbusters after that. So that's going to take a good few months to do, because even though the schedule is kind of shot, there's still quite a bit of movies to cover, so it will take a while. But if you want to check out any of my past prediction videos from 2019, 2020, even the ones I made this year, go right ahead. I also have box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. I did double recaps, but now I'm planning on doing my first ever triple recap with February, March, and April, because May has enough content in it to justify a single recap video. Like May, June, July, the rest of the year is looking like they can all be recap videos on their own. I don't need to double them up anymore, or in this case, triple them up. So yeah. my February, March, April recap will probably be the last multi-recap I do, unless things get a whole lot worse in the next few weeks. So, yeah, that video will come out early May, so look forward to that. But if you want to check out any of my past recap videos, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.